For the past couple of years, we've kind of thought of AI as this thing that just answers our questions. But something way bigger is starting to happen. We're shifting from an AI that just suggests what to do to an AI that actually does it. And that right there is the leap from a simple tool to a powerful new teammate in our day-to-day work.
So let's really chew on this question, because it might be the most important one we can ask about AI right now. Are we just using it to assist us, to give us a little help here and there, or are we really empowering it to do the work with us, side by side? That one little distinction is carving out a whole new category of technology that's honestly poised to change everything.
And you can see that evolution laid out so clearly right here. We all started with simple chatbots, right? They're totally reactive, they follow the rules we give them. Then we got AI assistants, which are smarter, they can suggest actions. But the real game changer, the thing we're talking about today, is this third column, the AI agent. It's proactive, it learns on its own, and it can tackle really complex, multi-step jobs with you barely having to look over its shoulder. These things don't just respond, they think, they plan, and they execute.
And listen, this isn't some little niche trend we're talking about. The scale of this is just staggering. Gartner is predicting that by 2026, that's not far away, a full 15% of our daily work decisions will be made all on their own by AI. And the result of all that? Well, McKinsey thinks it could unlock up to $4.4 trillion in productivity. That's not just a new feature, that's a fundamental shift in the entire economy.
Okay, so what does this actually look like in real life? Let's start with a problem that I think pretty much everyone can relate to. The absolute black hole of productivity that is the endless cycle of meetings.
Yeah, does this number look familiar? It probably does. For a huge chunk of us, we spend more than 5 hours every single week just sitting in meetings. And that's a massive drain on your time before you even think about all the note-taking and writing up summaries afterwards.
The solution here is just so beautifully simple. An AI teammate, a meeting scribe, just joins your call like anybody else on the team. It listens in and transcribes the entire thing live. And then, literally moments after you hang up, boom, it delivers a perfect, concise summary with all the key takeaways and who's responsible for what. You get to actually focus on the human conversation, not on furiously typing notes.
And the impact is it's huge. This isn't saving you a few minutes. It's about getting a huge piece of your work week back. Seriously, what would you do with that time? If you got back half the time you spend on meeting admin, what big strategic project could you finally get to?
Now, the market for these tools is already blowing up. This is just a quick peek at the landscape. As you can see, there's a whole range of options out there. Some are just for meetings, others are pure transcription, they support a wild number of languages, and the pricing is all over the map, which is great. It means there's probably a perfect fit for just about any team out there.
Just to give you a feel for what's out there, let's pull out 3 that are doing really cool things. Fireflies.ai is an absolute must for global teams. It supports over 100 languages. Fathom is a fantastic way to get started because they have a free plan with unlimited recordings. And Otter.ai, this is so cool. It basically turns your meeting transcripts into a database that you can ask questions to.
All right, next up, let's talk about another massive time suck. Research. It doesn't matter if you're a student trying to write a paper or you're a professional trying to understand a market. The amount of information out there is it's overwhelming.
For decades, this is what research looked like, right? You'd stare at a wall of blue links, you'd open up 20 different tabs, and you'd spend hours trying to stitch together an answer yourself. The new way? It's a complete shift. An AI research whiz does all that heavy lifting for you. It reads through all the sources and just gives you a single synthesized answer with all the citations in seconds.
And there are already some incredible specialized tools for this. Perplexity AI is fantastic at giving you those quick, direct answers with sources right there. SciSpace lets you do something amazing. You can literally have a conversation with a dense academic paper. Ask it about the methods, ask it for the key finding. And then you have Elicit, which can scan thousands of studies at once and tell you what they all found. It's just wild.
And now we get to the really advanced stuff. This is where we go beyond just getting help and we step into true autonomy. We're talking about delegating entire complex projects to your AI teammate.
Just look at this prompt for a second. That's not a simple question, right? That's a project. You're not asking for a list of links, you're asking for a finished report, a deliverable.
Okay, so here's the magic. The AI agent doesn't just spit out an answer. It actually makes a plan. It reasons that it needs to search for CRMs, go to their websites, pull out the important stuff like features and pricing, organize all of that into a neat table, and then write a summary about what it found. It does all of that step by step on its own. And the tools that can do this, they're coming online right now. Mamanis is a fantastic example of a general-purpose agent that can take on these kinds of tasks. And then you've got platforms like Agent GPT that are letting people build their very own custom agents, tailored to their specific jobs.
So the big takeaway here isn't about finding that one perfect AI tool that does everything. No, the smarter way to think about this is like a manager. It's about building your own specialized team, an AI squad, where you have the right agent for the right job.
First up, you draft your meeting scribe. This teammate is going to automate all your notes and instantly give you back all that admin time.
Next, you add your research whiz to the team to just slice through all that information overload and get you synthesized answers in a flash.
And then you bring in the heavy hitter, your autonomous doer, who's ready and waiting to tackle entire projects from just a single sentence.
But really, it doesn't stop there. You can keep building out this squad with specialists for anything: a scheduler, a writer, a coder, an email drafter, you name it. The goal is to delegate all the busy work so that you can focus on the stuff that really needs you: your creativity, your strategy, and your relationships.
And that kind of leaves us with one last really important question to think about. When you have an entire squad of AI teammates working around the clock, handling all the repetitive, administrative parts of your job, what new, what ambitious, what truly great work will you be free to do?